Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for December 9th through the 15th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. Ooh, the overall energy for the reading, the Three of Swords. It could be something painful at play. Birds are back. Yay. Could be something painful at play for you here. I don't see it in the current situation at all, but you know how that goes. First round, you can't see everything. But in the recent past, the Eight of Swords, the Devil, the Justice card. Sounds a lot like one of those, I really want justice in a situation, you know? The thing with this one is, the issue with this one is that somebody wants justice in the way they perceive justice to be towards them. So let's say somebody did something not so great and you're like, well, they should apologize. That's my justice. Well, okay. But it creates this sense of frustration for you, expectation, big ass expectation. It's quite the unhealthy type of expectation. And you just kind of live your life expecting this over and over again, and it's not coming, and it's just adding to your hatred towards the situation. You see how unhealthy that can be? So I don't know if that was the case exactly with, they should apologize, or if it's something else completely different, but I gave you that example just to kind of understand the energies I'm seeing built up here, which are not great for you personally when you seek this sense of balance or justice, or okay. In the current situation, the Sun, the King of Pentacles, the Strength card. All right, things are looking pretty good here, pretty balanced. You look to be in a pretty balanced place, at least as far as your sense of stability is concerned, and that could mean you may have nothing, absolutely nothing, and still be appreciative of the little things you see around you, because it's impossible to have nothing. You would have something, a little something at least. So as far as that goes, you seem to be quite in a good place here. For some of you, you could have quite something, because it comes in with a really, really nice energy, this sense of stability of yours. You're also giving me a little bit of, it's hard to appreciate it for what it is. But it's hard. Okay. In the immediate future, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords. Okay. Lots of resistance here to let something go. But ultimately you are. It could be that energy from the past that you're hanging on to. Or, we hang on to those types of energies for so long until we realize, why the fuck am I doing this? This is harming me. When it hits you that it's harming you, then you kind of let it go. Because it's like, for what? For what? You're not going to force whoever's at the other end of this to come in and, on their knees with flowers and candies and be like, I'm sorry, that was the worst thing I've ever done. And if it comes from them, it comes from them. That's on them to take accountability, not for us to be frustrated about it. So I kind of get the sense that you're letting it go here, and this is the pain that you're hanging on to here through this experience as well. So that's why there's pain there. Let me see. Let's clarify. Let me see the Three of Swords. The Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. This is a flowers and candy situation. Like, yeah, they should show up with, this, that, and the other, and that would make me happy. Until then, I will not be happy. Okay, well, that's your choice to make. but it's based off of unrealistic expectations, because again, you can't force someone to show up and take accountability for whatever. Okay. Let's do the Eight of Swords, the Tower, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Man, it got nasty. Somebody did something nasty here. And potentially they just vanished afterwards, you know, like, okay, oh, I'm gonna show up in Sagittarius life, I'm gonna create a mess, and I'm gonna go. That's kind of how it looks like. Let me do the Devil. It's kind of like what you took out of that was they have to show up and fix this because they created a mess, or again, they have to show up and apologize, or they have to own up to it. They don't have to do shit. You know, it's on you how you respond to this. But they don't have to do shit because you can't control what they're gonna do. You know? And again, that just keeps you stuck into this bubble of expectation. And I don't think you want that, especially that kind of an expectation. It's an unhealthy one. All expectation is unhealthy, but that one for sure. For the Devil in the recent past, you get the World card, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're hanging on to it. Like, oh, by the way, even if they apologize, I'm not gonna come back to this because look, such a big mess. Then what's the point? Then why do you want the apology? Just cause. Why should they do all of this, that, and the other, and not show up and, you know, own it? So what if they're not gonna do it their whole life, your whole life? What do you get out of this? You know, hanging on to that for your entire life, waiting for them to show up with those candies and whatever. What are you gonna get out of it? Because I see a lot of energies that are not that great there. You want to hang on to those? Okay. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just here to kind of present it to you in the way it's showing up here. Let's do the Justice card. The Empress, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles. You did have a great idea or a great vision for this, what this was supposed to be. It didn't turn out in that way. You had a freaking amazing vision. You know? It's, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it turned into that. From what I can see here, no. You know, you still hold a vision, even after that happens. So that tells me that maybe you still believe that somehow things can come back to somewhat, or maybe better than before. Who knows? But you also hold that energy of, oh, by the way, I'm not doing this ever again with you in here. No. For the Sun in the current situation, you get the Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Moon. There's been a lot of healing that you've done over this situation. There's been a lot. And it's, interestingly enough, it's over what you've been hanging on to from that. And I see those energies, and I see you slowly but surely freeing yourself from that. So you may be in the process, or maybe the process has started a while ago for you, of letting all that go. You know, the expectation of it, and just starting to accept that it did happen in that way. You may not like it, but it doesn't have to affect you, to not even to the extent of I'm going to be upset about it or disappointed. Because if you're there where you're upset about, you may not like it. That's legit. That's, you know, but that doesn't take away from it happening. When you say I'm disappointed, that means you're still not accepting that it happened. And you want some sort of you know, white flag over it, or the candies and the flowers. I don't know. So you're releasing a lot of that. Okay, that's why you're showing up. Your energy is showing up way higher than what I see in the past there, where you dug yourself into a little bit of a hole there with this. No, they gotta what? They got a nothing. For the King of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Page of Cups, the Death card, the Three of Cups. I think you're closing out the cycle completely. You know, the more you're realizing what you've been hanging on to, and the more you cleanse yourself of that, you're getting closer and closer to a closing of your own, you know, a closure of things. Where you're looking like you're not going back to that. You know, you're like, okay, done. Let's do the Strength card. The Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Strength card. Now it's a matter of, once you've reached this place, of sticking with it. You know, not having those rebounds, those, maybe a little bit, I'll go back a little bit. You know, kind of maintaining this energy, making it remain steady, stable. You know, this feeling that you acquire through releasing all of this. So you're showing me it's a little bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So that could have been even part of a past pattern of yours, you know, where you had these expectations of people just showing up and owning to their shit. And potentially starting to realize that sometimes it's not gonna happen, you know? How is that gonna impact you? How is that gonna harm you? Or not? Because it's really up to you. Interesting. So this could have been the work over some sort of a pattern you may have had. For the Nine of Wands, in the immediate future, you get the Magician, the King of Cups, the Justice card. All right. There's a... Man, fire signs are on fire. There's... To me, when I look at energies, to me this whole situation makes sense. The minute you release all of it, that energy might come back around in a beautiful way. Which again, to me, from a energetic perspective, it makes all the sense in the world that that would happen. They wouldn't have come back in any kind of way when you had that expectation over their head to come back and own up to things. And no, but when you release everything and you accept things for what they are, they might. They might. I see the energy potentially coming back around. I don't know if you want it though, when it does. Because you're in a different place. I kind of see a little bit of, yeah, okay, no. For the Four of Swords, you get the Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. It might come back in a very different way than what it was. So let's say this was a best friend type of a situation. And when it does come back, it comes back as, hey, let's keep in touch. You know, once in a blue moon, we can have a coffee, but like not best friend type of energy, just kind of acquaintances. Or and it is honest and it is sincere when it's coming back like that. I don't think you're there anymore as anything. You know, I feel like you've potentially closed off this chapter and you're good to go. Because you are showing up here almost going along with it, but you do have a sense of rejection over it as you do. So hopefully you'll not just say, yeah, okay, well, you know, yeah. And then feel inside that there's a no attached to that, because that's not being honest to yourself there, you know? Like, again, I don't see anything wrong with this energy when it's coming back in the intention that it has. It's looking good. It's looking like nothing like the past there, for sure. But I do see your response to it, and that's my concern. In terms of, if I wouldn't have seen this rejection here from the get-go, I would be like, okay, Sagi, go have your coffee, you know, once a year with whoever this is. But this is more about be honest with yourself here. For the Six of Swords, you get the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, and Nine of Cups. Even your intuition is jumping in and saying, yeah, no, I moved on. I moved on, you know. Yeah, but it's not going to be like before, you know. It's a different kind of a dynamic here. It's a different... Doesn't matter. Your whole energy, your whole essence shows up as being away from this, like this. Whatever happened here and how you've grown from it and how you've learned from it places you in a completely different space than this other energy. Even if this energy shows up right, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do about it. This is your decision, how you respond to this. My only advice to it would be try to really be honest with yourself when you find yourself face to face with this energy. You may think it's not a big deal to go against how you feel for a little bit there, but ultimately it's about you. From the universe, for you as a final advice, the Hermit, the Hangman, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's been a lot of healing done on your side over whatever transpired there all together. There's been potentially your own personal expectation-wise patterns that have been healed here. A lot has been worked through here on your side. But you are coming out of this healing with the sense of, I've moved on. Like, I do not have room, space in my life for this in whichever form it wants to show up. For some reason, you're showing up like that. Usually when I see a lot of healing like this and a lot of, I also see a little bit of openness towards, because there's probably been forgiveness over what happened towards, there's usually that little door. If they want to come in, if they want to take that door. On your side here, I'm seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. And sometimes, I'm not going to see it and it's not going to be there for certain situations. This looks to be like one of those. But again, you have to, when you get to this place, you have to really be honest with yourself. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.